My name is Kevin Wood, and this is Eric Probst, and we go to the Colorado School of Mines in Golden, Colorado. This is where Hillside Community Churches and Mike and Katie Flack and several of the other missions teams that have come down to visit you guys and hang out with you. So we're hoping to come down in the next couple weeks, be able to hang out with you guys and get to know you a little bit better. But in the meantime, we got some experiments that we're going to show you that kind of help get us excited about science.
Like Kevin said, watching these experiments is what got us pumped up to be engineers. I've always enjoyed watching things get built, and that inspired me to be a civil engineer. So next year I will be helping in the construction and design of airports, skyscrapers, bridges, sports, call sims, you name it. But that's what I'm going to be doing.
And my research as a grad student here at Mines focuses on taking forms of energy that you guys see all around you, whether it's stuff from the sun or types of chemical energy, whether that be in food or stuff like that, and taking that and using that to power cars, computers, things of that nature. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy these experiments.
6 days and I can see the same brown eyes in this reflection. Is this the man you say I'll be? Because you toss and turn, I lie awake into the sand where sand.
Alright, for this first experiment you're going to need two items. A yardstick, just a simple wooden one, and then a sheet of paper. Preferably newspaper. You need something that's pretty big. So about that size. So using these two items, we're going to break a yardstick. That's the goal of the experiment.
Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a little bit of scientific understanding on why we can break this ruler with this small amount of newspaper. So to kind of understand this concept, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of look at the idea of a parachute. So you guys have probably all seen parachutes and know what parachutes are used for. So when someone falls out of the sky, parachute is used to kind of help them reach Earth safely. And basically what we're using is we're using the force that the air exerts on the parachute as resistance to help the person reach the ground safely. So in a similar type of way, what we are going to be using is we're going to be using this piece of paper right here as kind of the parachute for this ruler. So if you kind of can imagine this, if you take this ruler right here and you drop it, see how it falls pretty quickly to the ground like that. But if you take this newspaper, which has a large surface area, all right, a large area associated with it, if you take this and you drop this to the ground, see how it kind of floats back and forth like that? All right, and that right there, that force of air that is being used is actually what we're going to use to help us break this ruler. So, and you guys, when you take this, all right, and when you just have the ruler right here, when you just have it sitting on the table, like this, okay, you have this ruler sitting here like this, okay, and you have it sitting on the table, there's only a certain amount of air, the stuff that's floating all around us, pushing down on this ruler. Now whether you guys want to, whether you can imagine it or not, the air that's floating all around us exerts a certain amount of pressure on our bodies, every moment of every day. Okay? And it's the exact same way for this ruler. Now, what happens when we take this newspaper, okay, and we apply this newspaper, and we put the newspaper over the top of the ruler, like this, okay? When we take the newspaper and we put this over the top of the ruler, what we're going to see is that we're increasing the amount of area that this air can push down all around us. Now, the other thing that's kind of hard to imagine and picture because, we live here, we don't feel like we have a lot, that there's a lot of weight pushing down on us, but the force that air exerts is actually pretty heavy. So when we look at this piece of paper that we have here, it looks pretty small, right? It doesn't look like it's very, very large or anything. But this paper can actually, there is 16,000 kilograms of air pressure that is being exerted on this piece of paper, all right? And so this is basically about the weight of a car that is being, exerted on this newspaper. So that force is what we're going to use to help us break this ruler.
If it's just the ruler sitting here by itself and we hit it, it's just going to fly off and nothing's going to happen. Even if I hit it hard, it still won't break. The ruler is absolutely fine. But if we put it underneath the newspaper here and trap all that air on top, or using all that air trapped on top of it, now when we hit it, it's going to break.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's the experiment for today. If you guys have any questions, please post the questions to organizations.mines.edu, or you can Google search Mines FCA and it'll be the first hit on that webpage.
We hope you guys had a blast, and we look forward to talking to you again next week.